In the depths of World War II, on June 22, 1940, in a forest clearing near Compiègne, France, a momentous event took place that would seal the fate of the French nation for the next 4 years. It was here, in the same railway carriage where Germany had signed the Armistice ending World War I, that France surrendered to Nazi Germany. This event followed 6 weeks of fierce fighting, where the French army, alongside British expeditionary forces, faced the might of the German blitzkrieg. Despite their bravery, the French forces were overwhelmed. By June 14th, German troops had entered Paris, marking a humiliating defeat for France. The surrender agreement imposed stringent and humiliating conditions on France. The country was divided into two main zones. The Germans occupied the northern and western regions, including Paris, which fell under strict German military administration. Meanwhile, the southern part of France was left to the Vichy Government, a puppet regime led by Marshal Philippe Pétain that collaborated with the Nazis. One of the harshest conditions was the disarmament and demobilization of the French army. The French were required to surrender their military equipment and drastically reduce their armed forces to a mere 100,000 troops for maintaining internal order. This left France defenseless and at the mercy of German demands. The French Navy was a particular point of contention. Although allowed to remain under French control, it was to be disarmed and confined to its ports. The scuttling of the fleet at Toulon in 1942 to prevent it from falling into German hands became a symbol of French resistance and sacrifice. Financially, the burden of occupation was enormous. France was compelled to cover the costs of the German occupying forces, which included providing food, housing, and other essentials. This drain on resources exacerbated the economic hardships already faced by the French people. Additionally, Germany seized control of French industry and resources, redirecting them to support the German war effort. The human cost of the armistice was also staggering. Over 1.5 million French soldiers were taken prisoner and transported to Germany, where they endured harsh conditions in prisoner of war camps. These men were often used as forced labor, and their absence left many French families without their primary breadwinners. Control of strategic locations was another critical aspect of the surrender terms. German forces took over all major French ports and airfields, ensuring that they could be used for military operations against Britain and other Allied forces. This included the port of Dunkirk, which had been the site of a dramatic evacuation of Allied troops just weeks earlier. The collaborationist Vichy regime was required to assist the Germans in various administrative and policing tasks. This included the implementation of anti-Semitic laws and the deportation of Jews to concentration camps, as well as the suppression of political dissidents and resistance activities. The actions of the Vichy government during this period remain a dark chapter in French history. The signing of the armistice and the harsh terms imposed on France left a legacy of bitterness and resentment. It also sparked the beginnings of the French resistance, as many brave men and women refused to accept the Nazi occupation and Vichy collaboration. Their efforts would play a crucial role in the eventual liberation of France in 1944. Thank you for watching this detailed account of the 1940 surrender of France to Nazi Germany. If you found this video informative, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share it with others. Your support helps me bring more historical stories to life.